Hello. In this video, we want to let f of x equal x cubed minus 1, and then we want to find f prime of x and f prime of negative 1. So the first thing we want to do is find f prime of x. Now to do that, we need to figure out what is f of x plus h, because we're going to need that for the derivative. So we're going to replace all x's with x plus h, so it gives me x plus h cubed minus 1. Now you can refer back to the previous video. X plus h cubed is x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed. And then we still have that minus 1 at the end. Now if you can memorize this makes things a whole lot easier. It really does. Now let's go ahead and find f prime of x. That's going to give me the limit as h goes to 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x, then all over h. So we're going to replace f of x plus h with this entire f of x plus h here. So we have the limit as h goes to 0 of x cubed plus 3x squared h plus 3xh squared plus h cubed minus 1. And then we're going to subtract off the original function of x cubed minus 1. And then all of that over h. Awesome. Notice the x cubed here and here cancel, and the negative 1 here and here cancel, because we're subtracting. And now notice that what's left over in the numerator, every one of those terms has an h. So we're going to go ahead and factor that out and go from there. So this is going to give me the limit as h goes to 0 of h times 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared, and that's it. And then all over h. Awesome. Now again, notice that the two h's will cancel each other, and we're just left with the limit as h goes to 0 of 3x squared plus 3xh plus h squared. And now, because this is just a polynomial right here, we need to distribute, or not really distribute, we need to replace the h's in this function with 0. And any term where they appear, they go to 0. So the only thing we're left with here is just 3x squared. So f prime of x is going to be 3x squared here. Outstanding. That was the first question. Now let's answer the last question. F prime of negative 1. So going down here, it tells me that f prime of negative 1 would be 3 times negative 1 squared. Negative 1 squared is positive 1. Positive 1 times 3 is 3. So it tells me f prime of negative 1 is 3. And believe it or not, it is as simple as that once you have your derivative. Getting to here is a little bit tricky for now. In chapter 12, it's going to be a whole lot easier, I promise. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.